The Demon and the Prophet. Brigham Young squinted into the harsh sunlight of the Utah Territory. The wide expanse of the Salt Lake Valley spread before him like an untouched canvas. His wagon creaked to a halt, and he raised his hand to shield his eyes. Behind him, a caravan of wagons groaned to a stop, weary pioneers squinting in anticipation. "This is the place," Brigham declared, his voice unwavering. A low chuckle rumbled from the shadows beneath a nearby cottonwood tree. Porter Rockwell, dressed in a tattered black coat and with eyes that burned like hot coals, leaned against the trunk. His long hair fell in loose strands around his face, giving him the appearance of a wild animal barely restrained. "You're certain, Brigham?" Porter asked, his voice a rich blend of mockery and curiosity. Brigham turned toward him, his eyes narrowing slightly. He'd long ago grown used to Porter's rebellious nature, his constant skirting of divine law, and the whispering rumors that followed the man like a shadow. But he also knew Porter's loyalty was unshakable. Whatever else he might be, Porter Rockwell was his protector, his shadow, his sword. "I am," Brigham replied, his voice calm. "The Lord has made it clear. This land will be a sanctuary for the saints." Porter's lips curled into a grin that revealed unnaturally sharp teeth for the briefest moment. "A sanctuary, huh? For you and your saints. But not for men like me, I suppose." Brigham didn't flinch. He never did when Porter's veiled barbs cut close. "You're as much a part of this as anyone, Porter," Brigham said, his voice steady. "You've defended the saints with your blood. You've carried the burden no one else would. That counts for something." Porter stepped away from the tree, his boots crunching against the dry earth. The pioneers instinctively drew back as he passed, whispers trailing him like smoke. "If you only knew, Prophet," Porter muttered under his breath, though Brigham heard it clearly. A fallen purpose. That night, as the camp settled and the stars blazed across the vast Utah sky, Porter sat alone at the edge of the valley, staring into the fire. His thoughts churned like molten lava. Centuries ago, before mortality, before this cursed flesh, he'd been something else entirely, a being of light, a soldier in the celestial realms. But his rebellion against the Creator had cost him everything, casting him into darkness. For centuries, he had roamed the earth as a demon, reveling in chaos and destruction. But then came the call, a whisper, faint but undeniable, drawing him to Joseph Smith and his fledgling faith. Against every instinct in his corrupted soul, Porter found himself compelled to protect the saints. Not out of love for the Creator, he still loathed the one who cast him down, but out of some deeper, inexplicable purpose. He had fought for them, bled for them, and now stood at Brigham Young's side, watching as the seeds of this strange, improbable religion took root. Porter's hand tightened around the hilt of his pistol, the cold iron comforting against his palm. He wasn't a saint. He wasn't even a man. But he would see this through. Not for Brigham, not for the saints, for redemption or damnation. It didn't matter which. A shocking revelation. Unseen by the camp, Brigham approached Porter, his steps light but deliberate. "You don't sleep," Brigham said, breaking the silence. Porter didn't turn. "Haven't in a long time." "I've wondered about you," Brigham admitted, stepping closer. "You're no ordinary man," Porter smirked, his sharp teeth glinting in the firelight. "Took you long enough to figure that out, Prophet." Brigham's gaze was steady, unflinching. "Are you my enemy, Porter?" For the first time in what felt like centuries, Porter hesitated. He turned to face Brigham, his burning eyes meeting the prophet's calm, mortal stare. "I was once," Porter admitted. "But now I'm something worse. Your shadow, your sword, your demon. And whether you like it or not, I'll see your saints safe, even if I have to burn the world to do it." Brigham said nothing, but the weight of Porter's words hung heavy in the air. The prophet turned and walked away, leaving Porter alone with the fire and the demons that danced within it. As the flames flickered, the audience was left with one lingering question. Was Porter Rockwell truly an agent of salvation, or the harbinger of something far darker? Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and drop a comment for more.